Well, good evening. This is Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. Tonight I want to talk about negativity as new, energizing gallantry to expand through life. I am a hypnotherapist, an NLP practitioner, published author, and what I really desire to do is show people a better way to expand through life. Well, tonight I want to talk about how we've been taught to be stuck in negativity rather than allow negativity to be a teacher or a tutor to expand us through life. We've been so caught up and embedded in chaos that we're unable to see beyond the chaos of life and how the negativity of life keeps us locked and blocked in yesterday. But something I've expanded into is negativity is new, enterprising, gut acumen, tantalizing, inspirational, visionary enthusiasm to expand us, energize us, and enterprise us through life. But if you look at the media and you look at everything in life, it's keeping us focused on the negative and the negative. History teaches us to be controlled by other people. History is taught to us so we stay controlled, but we also stay in the violence of life rather than into the new avenues of life, because chaos is going to be there every day. But chaos is a challenge to expand. But we as people have been taught to be on the human side of life. And the humanness in us keeps us focused on everything that's going awry. And we keep trying to heal the past and forgive everything. But yet we can do all that, but the emotions and the feelings are still there. So until we address the feelings and emotions, we never move forward. But something I've expanded into is I don't use heal and forgiveness anymore. I use appreciate. I appreciate everything and everybody. That way I get the value of life experiences, and it allows me to rise above the chaos and the negativity in the world. Because the negativity has been here since the beginning of time, and we've used it to stay the same. But as we can rise up above it and become of inspiration and feel the inspiration, I can never ever go into the negative side, because when you feel inspiration, it comes up through and gets onto the right side of the brain power and energizes the brain prowess. So we have the ability to rise above it because it comes from the core of us. And that is where I allowed myself to expand and allow people to expand. So would you rather change your life or expand your life? That is the question. When you're expanding, I never ever can allow myself to go into the negative. I can only go forward. And that is where this is. And I wrote something here, and I'm going to read it to you. How is all the chaos and negativity delusional human teachings to keep people swirling in control of the powers to be, looking for outside people to take care of us, is a blemish of humanness. Opens my wise eyes to spirit. Spirit never sees or hears negativity. Spirit sovereignizes peerless intuition, revolutionizing internal trust of my abilities to experience ungoverned animated inspiration to energize life above my thinking knowing mind, and winds my divine daredevilry to appreciate negativity and chaos as a trial of turmoil, smoothing out a trail of triumph, because I showed me in the world my omnific umph clears the humps of horror into highways of harmony, expressways of elegance, enjoying roads of riches. I travel effortlessly on, sitting on my mountain of lavish abundance, as overlooking my oceans of opulence, now and forever more. Now forever there's more, feeling everlasting classy peace within me, myself, and I, allowing my tranquil benignity to flow to all people in the world in a bright, blessed way. And it really is about taking words and getting a vocabulary that's above the vocabulary we normally use. But something I've really been open to is the institutionalizing of negativity. Because we've been taught, oh, the world's bad. Well, the world's good. We look at it bad. We look at the world through guilty eyes. It's about opening up the wise eyes to see the world as a tutor and a metaphor where we can expand it through. And the individuals in this world have the wisdom, the talent, and the innovative prowess to take the world to peace and prosperity. The leadership of the world will never take the world anywhere more than it is, because there's too much stuff up there. It's going to be a grassroots movement from people like on this radio, on this Facebook Live. It's going to be up to us to make the world smooth out. But we've been taught, and I taught myself, to follow and stay inside the society rules that keep the cruelty of the world that's going. It's the spiritual savvy within everybody that will expand us above the negativity. An ungoverned inspiration allows the freedom of the unconscious to bring to the subconscious an imagery and words that will allow us to expand above it. And it's getting the feel of inspiration, and I'm expanding into it. But if you start feeling the word and using the word's the inspiration. How do I feel the inspiration to expand through this? And it will allow you to move above it. And you will start feeling it on the right side of it's really the creative side, but I call it the innovative side. It's really about opening that side of us. We've been so caught up in the left side and following the herdocracy of what we've been told. And we've always been told whatever the other people want us to know. But when it comes to wisdom, that is an individual thing that comes from within. And wisdom is unattached to the situation. And structure keeps us in the situation. It's really crafting an outline of the accomplished outcome you desire to experience, and then let the experiences, the executed experiences within that outline will take you and allow you to experience that accomplished outcome. It's about being willing to experience life rather than being caught up in, oh my God, look what's going on. It's not look what's going on. It's look how I expand through this and show the world a better way. It's about letting go of teaching and being a tutor and a metaphor for the world. It takes the angst out of it, and it takes ancient anger out of the world. And in my book, Dissolving Ancient Anger, I learned the anger of today is the same anger as yesterday. And all the negative stuff from yesterday is what we experience. It's about the people of today opening up a trend-setting tenacity to show people, and it's really from inspiration rather than thinking. And a dream is above your thinking, knowing mind. And all a dream is your natural abilities and the natural images of your true talents to expand. Them are your trend-setting talents as a dream. But we've been taught never to dream, because dreams are for the fools. Well, it's for the fools to dream and a fool to never dream. But a fool to dream is a forerunning, omnipotent outlook, loving life. Because we've been taught I taught myself, I can only speak for myself. I taught myself to follow and try to do everything right and stay inside the lines. Well, I never was good at staying inside the lines, but now I understand outside the lines is where the divine daredevilry. And the reason I use the word daredevilry, because you got to get a little gumption in the inside. It's really a gumption with some savant spunk to be above and feel the world expand through my walk of life. We're here to expand the world. And if we stay stuck in the negativity of life, we're staying the same. And there is people today that are really expanding the world. And they're on this talk show, this Facebook Live, but it's individuals communicating with each other. And that's the thing the world has really expanded out of and let go of, is communication. We really lack the communication, and we text now instead of talk. We get on the computer and email. And how is that part of the bigger problem of the world than anything else? But that is the thing about the innovative wit within people. The wit is a wisdom, intuition, talent. The talent is where we got to open people up to. And when we can get above the negativity and look into the negativity, we can see the core of it, and we can see where the wisdom within us will go inside there and expand the people out of it. And that is where the real challenges lie. But something that I've been at this for 20 years and finally getting to where it really is opened up for me. But really, I had to let go of a lot of things. And heal and forgiveness. You can heal and forgive, but you're always trying to heal and forgive. You're always in that circle, and the same type of people keep coming because the thoughts and the thinking are all towards what has happened. When you become of inspiration, you start understanding that you can expand above it. But appreciate and inspiration allows you the freedom in your heart to see, because you open your heart eyes and your soul's ears to see and hear the world through the wisdom of the universe, and it unattaches you from everything we know, because we've been taught limitation. We know in limitation we where inspirational is unlimited, because you're never in your thinking mind. When you're feeling inspired, you're never thinking. You're feeling it and you're energizing it. When you're thinking, you're locked into what has already happened in your life. And knowing keeps you locked in there, because when you think and know, you're in your opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs. And something to look at the word belief. In the center of it is lie. Be lie. So the lie, the surface is your opinions, viewpoints. So if you can let go of beliefs and open up to trust your abilities to hear and maneuver through life, allows you the inspired desire to light the fire of unlimited foresight, to see the good and the grandeur of the world. But the good and the grandeur comes from right here. It's in the heart. The heart and the cerebral cortex goes up. That is the two that energize everything. But the heart eyes and heart ears see and hear everything. But in the first four letters of heart is here. So when you hear in the heart, you're seeing in the soul, sending out unconditional love because you hear it, feel it, and understand it. But it's really understanding and seeing the new in every day. And if something unsavory is going on, where's the wisdom to expand out of it? Because if you get the wisdom, the innovation, you let go of that situation for the rest of your life. But how many times have you tried to forgive somebody and heal something, yet the same sort of incident comes back, only with different people? So when you extend of appreciation and inspiration, you really rise and shine above it, and you really open up to a new path and a new roads of riches. Because we're here not to be caught up in the human side. We're here to be in the spiritual supremacy of our own self. And that is the heart and the soul of the God within us, or the spirit within us, the infinite spirit. But anyway, it's understanding that the inner self will really energize the world. And when you can feel the inspiration come up, and you feel it on the right side of yourself, that is when you're rising above, and you will feel the thinking and the knowing go down, and your eyes will be open, and you'll be more keen to what the higher good for yourself is. It's a higher grandeur, but it's really about engaging in the inspiration of life. And see, and the negativity is just raw wisdom. That's what it is. It's a revolutionary audacity winning at the game of life, because I see the wisdom of inside every dark situation is the light. And I'm the light I'm the light that clears out the dark in life. So when we clear out the dark and we light the world, how many people do we open up? The whole world. Because our energy goes through the universe's airwaves. And the airwaves are for our bravery to boldly enlighten the world. And that is where we're here. And that's what people do. But caught up in history is where we've been really, really blocked. Because history was taught specifically to control us and ingrain the events of history, because history talks very little about peace and prosperity. It talks a lot about the control of what goes on. So if we can release the history of ourselves and the history of the world, we open up to the new energizing grandeur of ourselves. And when we illuminate the inner self, the world comes. So how do you feel about negativity as a new energizing gift, ascending, tantalizing, intuitive vigor, expanding the world? Because it's a textbook. The life is like a school, but only thing, it's a spiritual school and never a human school. That is where the world really opened up for all of us to be a brighter, bolder life. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. I'm a hypnotherapist, dream sculptor, NLP practitioner, published author, and my website is mycowboywisdom.com. My books are at howdiditeachmyself.com and amazon.com/author/Robert A. Wilson. I want to thank everybody for being on the show, and may everybody's week be as blessed as they are a blessing to me. Thank you and good night.